Hi, good morning, and welcome to another reading vlog. Today is Tuesday the 20th. Sorry I'm a bit of a hot mess today. I showered last night and I didn't blow dry my hair, so then it kind of looks a little ratty, but you know, whatever. I go to the gym so many times each week now that it just becomes like a chore to handle post shower stuff, because normally it's yeah, I shower and then I have to do my whole everything. So when I go to the gym at night, I get home, shower, put on my pajamas, and put my hair up in a ponytail and just don't do anything. Excuse me. My voice is being all scraggly today. This is the first time I've talked this morning, though. You know how that is. Warm it up before I get into work, right? Yeah, so I really wish that I had started this update yesterday because I read a lot yesterday. I read another 100 pages of Shadow Rising, of which I still have 300 to go, but you know, I'm plugging it out. I want to finish that one this week if I can, because I want to get it done so I can do my wrap up for the month soon. Also, I read 2 ebooks last night, which is why I wish I would have tracked it. I read Feast of Sparks, which is the second one to A Lesson in Thorns, and then I read Twisted Betrayal, which is the second to Cruel Intentions, which I had mixed feelings about, but the cliffhanger was so good that I just had to read it. And the reason I have some bags under my eyes today, concealer couldn't quite lift them up, is because that book dropped at midnight Eastern time, which is 11 p.m. my time, and I had just finished the other book, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just get started. Well, I've never just started a Kindle romance and not finished it, because they're usually really quick reads. So I was up until 1 o'clock finishing that one. So that happened last night. And Twisted Betrayal was intense, and I liked it a lot better. Because if you recall, and it's totally fine if you don't, both of these books will be in my end of the month wrap up, because I read the one the first day of August or something, and the second book was just coming out today, so that's cool. They didn't rely on the high school part of it, because yeah, one of the things I said is that the way that the dynamics were for high school didn't make any sense to me. It was almost like a mob story, and it just didn't belong in high school, but it is titled a high school bully romance, but I didn't see that working at all. You know what I mean? I didn't see that being a thing. The first one, it was just weird because I didn't see why it needed to be in high school besides it being called a high school bully romance. So that was just weird for me. But this one, because of the situation, they're not really in a school situation at all. They're dealing with some other more dangerous things. And so I really like that, because I was like, okay, I can just pretend that these are 20-year-olds dealing with this situation instead of supposedly teenagers, with just all high school bully romances, they're not problems that kids should be dealing with. But anyway, so it was kind of a guilty pleasure reading night, but I did get through 100 pages of the Shadow Rising. This week, I say it again, I'm going to focus on Grace and Fury. I'm not totally drawn into that story. I'm 57 pages in. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it another 50, which is a third of the book. This book is only 300 pages. And if I don't love it by then, I gotta ditch it, because I still need to read these Rebel Waves for sure, because that was the other pick you guys had. So if I'm not into it in another 50 pages, I'm just gonna get rid of it. I mean, the setup seems interesting, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it, and I don't have time for those books. And you guys know that. It's a hit or a miss with You Choose My TBR. So anyway, my voice can't handle this right now. I'm going to jump off, but I'll check in with you later this week. Hello. So, check-in on a Wednesday. I ended up finishing this today during my lunch break. man, it had a bang of an ending. And so I picked up the second book. I don't think that I'll jump into it right away. I want to, and I might, because again, this one is like literally the same amount of pages. It's only 300, and I read this one really fast. But we were looking at a solid 3-star read, and then the ending bumped it to a 4 for me. It was a really great ending. It's still just like how the story is set up. I feel like it was the like bare bones of the story. So I'm hoping in the second one I'll get a little more like background, but the main problem I'm facing is that there's not enough info besides like one part of one chapter that explains how we got ourselves in this situation, that explains why women are treated this way, and no one's ever done anything about it. Because it all seems like one man was able to do everything that's happening, and all the women just let it happen. So I just don't see that as a big enough way for everyone to have agreed with it. Just not seeing it. But I was right about one thing. The easily trusting thing came back around, so that's good for at least one of the characters anyway, because I was like, there's no way that this happens for both of them. I'm being really vague. If you've read it, you know what I mean. But and then I was like, I have a feeling, and I was right. So much better than I was anticipating. I had a really great time with it. Yeah, I think that's enough for the update. I also picked up Wuthering Heights. This is a book that I'm going to read for the Hogwarts house battles, and also because my friend Becca at Becca's Book Club wants a couple people to buddy read Wuthering Heights with her so that she's motivated to get through it. She has to read it for a class. I previously, I think I read the whole thing. Obviously I know the whole story, but I can't remember if it's just because of so many people's book reports or if I read the whole thing myself. I think I actually listened to like a full cast narrative of the book when I was younger. It's one of my least favorite classics just because I think all the characters are horrible. But it would be cool to like read it with Becca and like talk about it as we read it. So that'll be fun. Otherwise, my main focus now is gotta be finish The Shadow Rising. I want to finish it this week if I can. I don't know, if not, hopefully this weekend, but I want to get it done so that the last week of the month I can read whatever I want to, basically. I mean, I can always do that, but I want to finish The Shadow Rising because I'm at like 630 pages in and I want to go. Also, have you watched The Society on Netflix? It has some like pretty unknown young people, but it has Sean Birdie, who is from Switched at Birth, which was a show with a lot of deaf actors in it, and so he's in this one and I love that, so I actually started watching it for him. It is a very weird show. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a little like The 100 but without the fantastical elements. These like 100 teenagers end up in their town with no adults. It's a weird setup, but I'm basically watching it for Sean Birdie and it's interesting so far. So that's what's going on right now. Talk to you later. Hey guys, I'm gonna wrap this week up real quick. It's Saturday. I normally would do this on Sunday, but I have someone spending the night tonight and I'm not gonna have time to like film in the morning and blah blah blah. There's reasons. But I had a good reading week. I finished Queen of Ruin, which you saw. I read Twisted Betrayal, which was great. And then I will be finishing Shadow Rising. Like, I'm not gonna be talking about it again on here. It's gonna be finished either tonight or tomorrow. So we're wrapping that puppy up, and I put it in my like monthly wrap up already and everything because it's happening, and I'm tired of talking about it in this vlog. So it's done. It's over. It was great. I really enjoyed it. Am enjoying it, but I wanted to be done with this like so many days ago, and just thing after thing after thing. And they're all good things, I'm not sad that I wasn't reading it instead of hanging with my friends. I had a really fun night last night. It was really great. My friends were here till midnight playing Werewolf and Codenames and Llamas Unleashed, and it was a great time. And sometimes you have to make time for people over books. Can't believe I'm saying that. No, I'm just kidding. But it's true. So yeah, but it was a great reading week, and I'm really proud of what I got through, and I'm excited for the next week, because I'll like have kind of like a free couple days before starting the books for September, which I just filmed my thing for that today. And I'll tell you about this now. I'll put the link for my Discord in there, because if you wanted to buddy read with me, Snow Like Ashes is what got picked, so you'll see that in my TBR, and I started a Discord for it, so that's where we'll do the buddy read, and you'll find all the information about when we're starting and how many chapters a day we're reading in my Discord. So feel free to join that, and we'll be starting that buddy read in a couple weeks, so you have time to get the book if you don't have it already. And I think I'm gonna start doing that. The book that gets picked, we'll do a buddy read for it. I think that'll be a really fun thing to do together. So thank you so much for watching this vlog. You all mean so much to me. Hopefully we can chat more in the Discord if you want to. I have other things in there besides just the buddy read too. We can talk about other things. But I put up new videos every Monday and Thursday, and you can watch some more of them right now. Bye!